Guys, how you doing? I'm excited about this live today. We're going to do some exciting things. Let me just make sure that we're all good. Got my other screen here. If you look at that, I got that little guy. I have a screen up here and a screen right here now. So I'm pretty excited. It's kind of cool. So looks like we're live. Hopefully we get some people to join us here in a second. But ladies and gentlemen, today I'm very excited to talk about what's happening. I think that it's time that people acknowledge what's going on in the roofing industry, what people are experiencing over and over again without a real solution. In fact, the solution to some huge problems that people are experiencing where nothing's working, nothing's kind of doing what they think it's going to do. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Is often like, we'll just find a better person, just find a better this. And it's like, it's not that simple. So today we're going to talk about why roofing businesses are struggling in a massive way to grow from my perspective as someone who's been doing marketing for a long time now and been on a few different sides of the roofing industry. Two, what is needed in place of what people keep on trying to do over and over and over again without it working. And three, what we are seeing as the real way to get it done, like how we can get it implemented, how we can make sure this stuff works, happens, all that fun stuff. So why, what, how? Let's do it. So there we go. Big screen. Why, what, how? Why is your business not growing? Well, there's obvious things. Maybe you're just not working hard. We can acknowledge that. I'm sure I'm a business owner. There's definitely been times I haven't worked hard, but that's not what I really think is going. I think there's so much noise in the industry and so many people are touting the entirely wrong solution. So are 1099 salespeople actually a good option for you? I don't know. Maybe not. Is hiring that marketing company really what you need? I don't know. Should you be spending a bunch of money on SEO? Should you be hiring the Facebook ads person? Should you be door knocking? What should you do? And the answer is, I don't know. What I will say is, when you do make the decision and go all in on one channel, it can't be your saving grace. If you're throwing the Hail Mary in your business, then you're usually going to lose. Marketing is destroying roofing business owners' ability to survive. Truly. They think that it's going to save them, but it ends up being the sword that kills them in so many situations. Two, not having a process means there's no way your business is going to be predictable. There's almost no way. You can't accidentally get predictable. And even if you have a period where things do seem to be working how they're supposed to for a long time and okay, we're on a good thing, it only lasts so long. So you have to build your business. You have to grow your business on a sturdy foundation. And if you're not doing that, if you don't even know what that foundation is supposed to look like, or if you think that a sturdy foundation means using one of the many CRMs out there that are not that great in the roofing industry, you're probably going to continue having the battles, probably going to continue struggling. You're probably still going to wonder, and the worst thing you can do, I'm just going to be direct, the worst thing you can do is play victim to it all. The marketer screwed me. My market. The suppliers gave me price increases and all that. If you're watching this, go ahead and give a heart or something if you acknowledge that there's no room to be a victim as a business owner. It doesn't work. It doesn't mean that other people may not have screwed you. It's definitely possible. But they may have not screwed you in the way you think. And also, if you're just sitting there thinking everyone's done something wrong with me, it leaves you paralyzed to actually fix whatever's really going on. So let's stop. Albert Einstein, this is kind of the theme of what we're talking about, said insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. If you've been in the roofing industry, if you're in the news feeds or you're on the groups and all of that, you're going to see people are doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I would say the roofing industry has this down. It really becomes something where they always think, okay, I need to try that next marketer. Marketing hasn't worked, or they say marketing doesn't work for me, but then they're like, oh, but I got to do it. Or they keep hiring salespeople that keep starting their own businesses and they don't know how to replace them. Like it's a loop over and over and over again. And they're just doing the same version of the same thing over and over and over. And it's hurting them. And it's hurting their ability to feel good about their business. It's hurting their ability to grow. It's hurting their ability to be strong providers. It's hurting their ability to even give the best service that they need to, because they're distracted, they're confused, they're scared sometimes. And that's the stuff that I know us business owners, especially a lot of men in here, we don't want to admit. But you got to freaking break the loop. You got to break the chain. You got to stop doing the same crap that everyone else is trying to do and failing at. The businesses that grow, the businesses that succeed, they have very common things that they're all kind of doing. And they all have the ability to grow without someone else. There's almost nobody that you're going to see that is going to say, you know why my business is doing great? Well, it's this vendor. No one says that. Have you ever thought about that? Even the most popular marketing companies who do a great job, there's not very many people that are just like, oh, my business is amazing because of this person. Why? Because vendors are purely supposed to pour fuel on an already existing flame. And if you as the business owner don't know how to start your own flame and even pour fuel on your own flame without hiring out and outsourcing it, you don't actually know how to run your business properly. You don't actually know how to build and grow and do things in the way that you need to do. Harsh, but it's true. So I want to look at some math, because this is the route almost everyone thinks they need to go. And I'm going to show you how it's completely wacky. It doesn't make sense. Whoever started this and whoever started building this really, really, really didn't see the big picture and didn't understand what it takes. And here's the problem. I've been doing this. I've been a part of this problem before, not intentionally. I hate to admit it, but not intentionally. I just didn't realize that boxes weren't checked when people hired me, or I hadn't understood this math to the degree that I'm understanding it now. And the problem is, it's everyone's responsibility to know. As a business owner, I need to know what I'm helping people sign up for. That you as the business owner need to also do the math within your own business and understand what's happening. So, math time. Most people settle on the fact that, okay, I need to do SEO. I know I need the good website and all that. And Google ads, like that's always what I've heard is the best thing. And all. So SEO and Google ads. SEO takes time though. So we want to use the Google ads to kind of bump things up. So the ad spend that I see over and over again, and this is not a comfortable amount of money, but it's really where people end up. And I know the thing that's frustrating is this is usually a stretch for them. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean like usually this is a stretch. Their total management fee a month, their total management fee of $2,500 plus $3,000 in ad spend is $5,500. Not a crazy marketing budget. If you're using the like 5 to 10% gross, like you're going to be right at $1 million to like, this is kind of good for like someone who's doing about $1 million. Here's the problem. The average re-roof, $12,000 across the country. Average margin, about 35%. There's some that are higher with big insurance stuff, and then retail might be lower or right around there, and kind of averages out at 35%. So average gross profit, $4,200. So that's cost of labor and material minus 12,000. That equals 4,200. But we already talked about salesmen. Everyone thinks they need to hire salesmen. Everyone feels like their business is getting crazy and they're busy and they can't focus and all that, and they just need someone to run the jobs for them. I get it. I'll tell you, it's usually crazy for different reasons, and a salesperson might not help. But okay, so we hire a salesman. Generally, I see people like There's a lot of different commission structures, but it ends up being somewhere around 8% of gross. It's kind of like the average that I see. So that's 960, 8% of 12,000. You could have 50-50 on profit. Like, it all ends up kind of equaling right around the same number depending on how you do it. So 960 commission. So does that mean that 4,200 minus 960, 3,240, does that mean that's your profit? No. There's actually no accounting principle that would ever tell you this is your profit. But if you're doing paper napkin math, it is, right? Oh, okay, well, I made 4,200. I got my salesperson 960, 3,240. Okay, sure. Yeah, I do that all day, right? Wrong. That mindset, that paper napkin math, not knowing your numbers and not understanding what I'm about to show you will put you out of business. It will. There's no way around it. This will put you out of business if you make decisions based off of what I just showed you. So let's look at more math. Average cost per conversion on Google, because that's all we can focus on, because SEO takes 3 to 6 months before there might even be the first appointment. So we have to get past at least the first 6 months with ad spend on Google before you're really making good money. So $150 average cost per conversion, average cost per lead on Google ads. That's the number. My company has had 150 active roofing clients at a time. It's 150. Like, whatever anyone else says, they're wrong. It's 150. 60%. That's the average lead to appointment rate. So what does that mean? That means not everyone who fills out a form and not everyone who calls in is going to turn into an appointment. So 60%. That's what we found. That's not a bad one. It's actually pretty good, a little above average. So let's say it's 60%. So that means $250 in ad spend is your cost per appointment. If you were doing the $3,000 in ad spend, 3,000 divided by 12, or 3,000 divided by 250 is 12. So that's 12 appointments, $5,500 for 12 appointments. Are you starting to see kind of how this gets a little wacky? So what does that mean? Management fee, $2,500 plus 3,000 divided by 12 equals $458 per appointment. That's a really high cost per appointment. The average closing rate, right around 25%, especially if you're generating leads from Google where they don't know you. It's just like kind of a cold lead. So 25%. In fact, I've seen a lot lower before, but let's give it to you, 25%. So that means your average cost per acquisition is going to be $1,833 in marketing. Okay, where was that when I was showing you the gross profit? Didn't exist. You didn't see it. Out of sight, out of mind. Separate, but it's not. Math time. More. Total cost per acquisition, $1,833. Cost per acquisition plus commission of $960, $2,793. Gross profit, $4,200 minus $2,793, $1,406. That's all that work was for $1,406. That's what the company should take home on a per job basis. But are we done yet? No. How many jobs would that generate? Well, if we're at $1,833, what's 5,500 divided by 1,833? It's about 3. So that's 3 jobs. So if you're making $1,400 per job as the company, what's 1,400 times 3? Less. 4,220 is what the answer is. So a $5,500 investment got you a 0.76x return on your money. Do you realize that means you lost money marketing? And here's the messed up thing, guys. And this is what I want you to understand. And this is why this is so important and why I'm yelling at you on the computer right now, is people don't know that this is happening. The marketer did good, $150 cost per conversion. The roofer did what they were supposed to do, 60% lead to appointment rate. This is a big deal. So those are two things that everyone did right. The management fee, $2,500, actually a little bit lower than what you'll see if you like go hire one of the pros, one of the people that really good. I charge more than $2,500. So I'm using like pretty conservative numbers. Negative 1,280. It's rough. So, and David just said he sees averages 10%, which would mean we're in an even worse situation of commission. So negative 1,280. What? Part 2 of this training is what do we do about it? What are we possibly able to do to fix this problem? Does this mean that we're screwed? Does this mean we just have to put it all on our backs and figure it out? Marketing doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. No, marketing does work. It works very well. You just need to understand what you're actually getting with marketing. And you need to not try to change all things at once. What we see all the time over and over again is people saying, okay, I'm going to hire a salesperson. And then they're like, oh, the salesperson needs leads. All right, I'm going to hire a marketer. And then all of a sudden you're trying to figure out how to run these leads. You've never really ran the leads yourself very well. Then you have this marketer who's trying to figure out you and get to know your business and all that. Then you have the salesperson who's running leads that no one's ever ran, and you're paying them commission on what they might be closing. But their closing rate's probably not 25%. It's probably less because they're just learning. And then you as the business owner are screwed. Over and over and over again. I've done this for a long time. This is how you guys work. Not always, but a lot of the time. This is exactly what happened over and over and over. It is not good. I'm losing people. Sorry. Here's what you need. You need to build a process that is meant to multiply every opportunity that you have. What does that mean? If you get a lead in an area, that's an opportunity to be in an area that you wouldn't have been in had it not been for the ad that you ran. What do you need to do? What's your responsibility? It's not just running the appointment. That's not enough. This is your business. Take it seriously. You need to try to go get more leads around the areas. You need to try to do such a good job or have a good process to get referrals. You need to create predictability. Remember what we said earlier? How do you get predictability? By having a good process. So does your process, is it set up to get you more leads around the jobs? Is it set up to get referrals and make it more on purpose, not just, oh, we have a referral program. It's somewhere around $250 closed deal. And like you say it every other time. Are you getting reviews? That helps too. Are you promoting yourself? Is your yard sign out front? Are you doing direct mail? Like whatever, like, are you doing the right things? Because if you're not now and you're not running ads, then you're probably getting by. Maybe you're growing. Maybe you have had some great months, but it's ebbing and flowing, and you might be at 100K collected one week, and then it's 3 weeks before your next job. Like that's stressful, but you still got money in the bank sometimes and all that. But the moment you start trying to push and grow, one, you're left, how do I do this? Because there's nothing you're doing that can really be like multiplied other than maybe I door knock more. I need to spend more time in the business. I need to hire a marketer. I need to invest. Got to spend money to make money, right? That's what we all say. First, you need to spend time to make money. First, you have to actually invest in building your business and building a process and infrastructure. So how to fix that problem, how to make marketing work, whatever you're doing, is building a great process. And what is a great process? A great process is a process, one, where the homeowners are nurtured and organized and feel like you've done this before. Two, where it's meant to help you get more work in the areas you're working. It's meant to get you more referrals. So you have an intentional way of getting these people that you're talking to and working with as little promoters for you. And it's going to give you predictability because they're doing the same thing over and over again. And the nice part is if you do hire salespeople, you don't have to wonder, how are they going to win? How are they going to succeed? You can tell them exactly what to do Like, you can give them a checklist every job. These are the 5 things that you should do. And if they do them, the process should be sound. It should be working. So, another Einstein quote to begin wrapping this up. You probably haven't heard Einstein talk about compound interest much, but he does. Maybe it more feels like a more Warren Buffett thing or something. But another Einstein quote: compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. What does it mean for you to be paying interest? It means you to be paying the taxes on not doing your freaking own math for your business. So you pay the money, you invest in the marketing and all that, and then it works against you. Things are going backwards. But what does it mean for your business to compound? How can you create opportunities for compounding results within your business, where one lead turns into an additional lead, where one job turns into additional jobs? And you know this because you're tracking it and you've been doing it for long enough and you've seen it work over and over and over again to where you can say with certainty that one job generally turns into another. And you're usually able to get a few appointments in the same area when you have one. You know that because you have a process and you do this over and over and over again and every time. That's how you get compounding results. Because in that system, every new opportunity, say we go back to the Google Ads example, you get 12 appointments, right? What if every one of those appointments now turned into 2 more? So that's 36 appointments because you did the work. What if out of those 36 appointments, you close 25%? So 8 jobs. Okay, we're making money now, by the way. 8 jobs. Okay, what if now those 8 jobs, you're getting 1 referral from each of those 8 jobs? All right, so that's 16. All based off of $5,500 investment and some intentional time and effort. That's a different situation. That's a scalable business. That's how marketing works. Marketers, a Google ad campaign isn't going to save the day, though. You have to have this stuff in place. In fact, if you do have this stuff in place, you're going to have options. You're going to be able to, 1, not invest in marketing if you don't want to, because usually things are just going to snowball on your way and you can go the steady path. 2, you can invest in marketing, but you don't have to spend quite as much. I can get the 12 appointments. That's fine, because if I do, then I'm going to turn them into more appointments. I'm going to grow, and I don't need to grow faster than that. Or you can spend more. I'm going to spend $10,000 in ads. Why? Because I'm going to get 20 or 30 appointments from the ads directly. I'm going to turn those 30 appointments into 60 appointments. I'm going to turn those 20 jobs I close into 40 jobs. All of a sudden, your results are insane. You are able to spend the same amount as other people and get a lot more return because you're not on the same hamster wheel as them. Or if you look at the next one, you're able to spend more than them because you're able to more profitably advertise than anyone else in your market because you created a compounding vehicle within your business. How do you do this? By being intentional. Now, I have trainings. I do this over and over and over again. Most of my trainings are saying the same thing if you're picking up on it. I'm just saying the same thing over and over and over again. And what is that? Be intentional. Build a process. Build infrastructure. Don't shoot from the hip. So, why do I say this? 1, I love the roofing industry. But what's in it for me? Well, my company, Brad Grows Businesses, BGB Enterprises, if you see it on the statement, we help low to mid 7-figure roofing businesses install the internal systems around their sales and marketing in as little as 30 days to get them to their next million plus over the next year, and then give them access to our team to support them and help build this with them along the way. So what does that mean? Why low mid to 7 figures? 1, if you're doing $10 million, like, your process is going to be very difficult to unravel. Doesn't mean that it's impossible, but like, you have a lot that's happened. And I suggest watching my trainings and maybe working with someone that can maybe do a full big CRM build for you or anything like that. Adam Stand's probably a good option for you. But if you're in like the 1 to 5 million range, that's my sweet spot. We can help you get set up right. So what does set up right mean? Built right. That's my program. That's how this works. And the way that we do it is there's 3 pillars. We're going to help you build that foundation, like we talked about at the very beginning. We're going to help give you something very sturdy to build off of. By the way, book a call. There's a link if you want. Build the foundation. Build a plan. What do you want to get to? Are you at 3 million and you want to get to 5 million? Let's put it on paper. How are we actually going to do that? Stop making it just a number and put it down and make it real. And let's build a step-by-step plan that we reverse engineer how to get there based off of a solid foundation. Then we're going to help you install scalable systems within your business. What are scalable systems? Scalable systems are ones that don't break down every 3 months. We're going to put things in place to where if you go from 3 to 5 million, it survives. If you go to 5 to 10 million, everything is going to build and compound in a massive way. Ongoing support and accountability. You know a lot of the stuff that needs to be done already. In fact, I'm giving you free training all the time. And there's plenty of videos in here that are going to walk you through some of the stuff that I think that you need to have in place within your business. But I want to give you insurance. I want to make sure that my team is here to do the things that you normally like, well, I would do it, but this. I want to make sure my team's here to help you. I want to make sure my team can set the ad up for you if you don't want to log into Facebook, or do the graphics for you if you don't want to do that, or give you the lead management system and build that all out and set the automations up, since that might not be your strong suit. We are going to take you by the collar and help you make more progress in 30 days than you've made most likely in the entire history of your business. And as we do that, once that stuff's in place, we're going to stay with you and keep pushing and make sure that you're able to grow and make sure that you're able to get your business to where it needs to be. Because it's not simple, but it is. You just need clarity. You need to know what's happening, what you're doing. You need the right people on your team, and you need to make sure that there's people that actually understand how your business can grow. So, guys, plan to action call. That's what I'm calling it. Book a call. There's a link in the calendar. I'm going to drop it in the comments as well. If I can find it. There we go. I'm going to drop it in the comments as well. You need to book this call if you want to get some of this stuff going, or if you just want to create a plan. I'm not going to push you. I'm not going to try to hard sell you or anything like that. But I'm going to tell you what you need. And maybe that's me, maybe that's not. I just had a call this morning with someone that I said, hey, I don't think you're ready for me. Here's some people that you should talk to first. Because I don't want to have anything but a good track record here. Book a call. Once you book the call, fill out the application. It's 5-10 questions. It'll take you a few minutes. You're going to get a text with a link to some reviews and case studies and stuff, just so you know that this is real and we don't have to waste any time on that part. Watch more trainings in the group if you haven't, and then let's just be ready to grow. Doesn't have to be with me, but I want you to take action. I want you to book something and make moves today that are actually going to serve your business. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't have a business and a process and a system that you're entirely confident in, then hiring someone to build a $20,000 website, or getting someone to do Google ads for you, or getting someone to do your SEO and all that, like, that's not the answer. Facebook ads. Oh, let me find someone that's going to like give me 20 leads that I can only set 10% of the appointments. Like, it's not the answer. At some points in your business, that stuff is the answer. But don't do things out of order. Don't let your ego get in the way of you setting things up properly. I told you I'm coming in with some fire today. I told you I'm going to be intense. This is a problem within many, many, many businesses that I see. Don't let this happen to you. Watch my videos. If you want to do it yourself, that's great. I hope that you figure it out, and I'd love for you just to go win. If you need help, book a call with my team. We're good at this. We've done it before. We will set this up for you to where you are going to win. You're going to get your leads. I bet you're going to have more leads than you've ever had by the end of this month. Not because we're going to do any fancy, sexy marketing ads or anything like that, but because you're finally going to be doing what your business needs. And the moment you do, your business is going to reward you. Take action. Whatever that looks like, take action. We'll talk about where you're at, where you want to go, how to get there. Go over what we can do for you. Go over what it looks like if you want to do it yourself and point you to those resources. Doesn't really matter to me. I just want you to win. Because the more people that get this right, the less problems the roofing industry is going to have. The less problems the marketers are going to have. The less problems any of this, like it all is going to build in a great way. I want to help create a compounding vehicle within the industry by helping you create a compounding vehicle within your business. So book a call. I hope to talk soon. I'm excited. This is going to be good. We'll talk soon. See ya.